Hey guys, Interact here, and we're back. Actually, a 1 day break from Katawa Shoujo. I've been thinking a lot, and from what I've seen, uh, I could either go for Lily or Emmy, and I said most likely I will do Emmy. I will go for Emmy's path, and then I will go back for Lily's. But since I chose that decision, I guess because for me, if I see like the character again, then I'll like mostly focus on her again. That's how I recuperate around those type of stuff. And I figured if I was going to start over, since I made a bunch of save states, as you can see, this is all of it, and this the first choice right there. And I will go for the opposite choice that I can take. So we'll start from May 11th. I played this game for Hanako's path lasted me for like about a month. That's really crazy. Like I'm almost like barely starting the second month. So let's go to the gateway effect. So luckily they remembered what I chose, so check mark right there. So I was asked why. Why do I have to? Because I would do that definitely. Of course not. That's why I asked. Wait, what? Wait, what? Right. Let's go then. My heart is pounding. Oh wow, my voice cracked. And it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor. That's like a really weird wording. The third door down the third floor corridor. It's marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Mutao opens the door and enters. Good morning everyone, sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. Freaking Hisao. Freaking get a grip and go in there. I guess, I don't know. This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. Well, you are a new student, and okay, I saw this weird like Photoshop effect, and it was like this random guy right here, and I don't know, I don't remember, but okay, okay, I'm done talking about that. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around. Wait a second, why am I reading this? It's really okay. You already talked about that. An entire wall taken up. Okay, already seen that. So like, I guess I could skip this since you know, we already seen this. It's just like the decisions I make now is more important. So I guess you could just hear me clicking on the mouse because this mouse is loud and obnoxious. So I have to like move it farther away, and I just think I turned on my phone. I sort of got my phone like, oh my god, no, not that guy, no. And then my controller's in the way. Okay, so this is all the stuff, you know, just that she's looking at me like a devil. Classmate. Oh wait, whoa. Who has only one? Wow. Brief silence. The teacher. Okay, he's talking about how he is all about like this and that, and this is all new. He has drones. Oh, I see drones. Okay, sweep across the class. This is basically a summary. First, yeah, stop looking. So, yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, yeah. So he introduced us to Misha, and then Shizune, and then we keep clicking because I guess since I didn't get to choose the other ways, most likely I will. So I'm gonna try to get to Emmy's. If I don't, then I'm really sorry. This is like gonna be like 4 minutes gone, but most likely I will try to get Emmys, but if I get somebody else's, then I will do that. So they start talking. Wow, I bet you can hear me clicking like a madman right now. Look at all this text and everything. Okay, so they finished the first assignment, and then start going down school, the cafeteria, and then showing me around. Skip everything. Oh snap. Okay, so here's the first choice. So I know this will give a plus to Lily and Hanako, so I can't choose that. But I think I got everything I need to know. I think that gives a plus to Shizune. So I'll ask you about her deafness, her shizness. Shizune intrigues me, and I kind of want to ask something about her, but I can't really ask about something that personal, can I? I can't come up with anything else to ask, so I just focus on my food while the right click. While the girls talked between themselves. Misha and Shizune signed back and forth all very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about too. Okay, so quickly I noticed is conversation sign. Okay. And then we rev it, then we see Hanako, and then we continue clicking. Okay, we're gonna go to the next decision as fast as I can. Hey, Brock. Fast forward. Fast forwarding more. He's talking about this stuff, talking about that stuff. He talks about me exercising, and then he smiles, and then he opens one eye. That's kind of creepy. So basically, this is gonna be like 10 minutes gone because I have to say I'm sorry, but it really kind of depends on the decisions that I make. So most likely I will return back to them, or since I remember I saved at one point where I get to either choose between Hanako or Lily's path. So I'm pretty sure I just choose the opposite once I see the festival, you know. So most likely it will end there, and then I'm pretty sure I saved there when the festival started, and then whatnot. But I don't know. Most likely that's okay. Already seen that. This is like really intriguing, you know, like just me clicking and looking at the pills, and then take them daily, you know, and then keep clicking. Watch, this is gonna take like 20 minutes just for me to actually get to the animation. I'm really sorry. I feel really bad about this now. But I guess this is kind of like a walkthrough, since, you know, you kind of know how to get to the path. So I'm really sorry about that, and most likely, I guess so. I'm pretty sure when I'm older, I'll actually go back to this because I'm gonna most likely remember this game. I don't know. This game is better than, like, when I was talking to Dane about this. He said it's better than any like AAA games, you know, because like it may be like a visual novel and people think it's like, oh, it's all about this, that. It's just I guess that it's what I heard about a lot, and it's not really much. He just like, I guess he kind of like, see. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna stop there because I really don't know where I was going with that. My God. Okay, so we're going to student council. My God. I bet you my arms are gonna be like really tired after this. Can I like press the enter key? No, I cannot press. Ow! I cannot press the enter key. Okay, so. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. There's so much talking. I really should have just, you know, I'm gonna pause it here, and then once I reach the thing, and then. Okay, decision time. I'm not gonna do this because I learned that in the beginning here, if I do something like this, then they'll give a plus to her, and most likely I'm gonna pause it again, but I'm gonna do the smart thing again because, yeah. Third decision. I feel really bad right now. Oh man. I want to click that, but I have to do another path, so I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Okay, so you just repeated what I just said, you punk. It's okay. The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whether it's okay or not for me to sit, but finally she nods just a little. Okay. I take the seat next to her and she hides herself behind the book. Okay. We talk about the life of Pi and then now we pause. Actually, wait a second. Never mind. Screw up. Never heard of it. So, sorry for startling you. I'm Hisao. She looks up from above. Oh, wait a second. I know. We are in the same class. Holy crap, that's different. Why? Okay, her speech is stilted and so quiet that it is barely audible even in the still library. Somehow I don't think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako. I'm Hanako. God dang it! Every freaking time! I resist the urge to say that's a nice name. So, you need to say that! Just to have something to say, but really, it's the only thing I can think of. Dirtbag Hisao, I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other. And here I am, being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little and sighs a little sigh of relief. Frickin' maximize. I don't know. So I try to read the covers and the introductions of the books I picked up, and she buries her face in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander to her direction, and I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. My god. After a while, I realize she's doing the same and only pretending to immerse in the life of Pi. Her gaze is so inquisitive at all, though. It darts around like a scared rabbit. Scared rabbit. When I gate, oh, okay. This is where she has to do something. The second decision. Wait. What number was I on? Okay. So I guess we say she wasn't cute. I guess. Not exactly cute. No. There were a lot of cute girls here. Okay. I certainly disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of this school. Oh my god, I hate you so much, Harry Potter. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen? I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets. Yes, dark secrets. Extremely dark, like a black hole. Oh god. Have you noticed that the number of girls in this school is slightly... Okay, so he talks about... Okay, I remember this one. Okay, it's nothing. Why is it like this? I mean, so... Okay, so he talks about like the... I think he just changed like a few text box from there. One would think that the school with such a... Yeah, see. He talks about it. Yeah, he talks about it blowing my mind and whatnot. Okay, so something important happened here, and if you watch the Hanako path, it turns out in this one right here, I do what I always do when I don't know what to do. Like now. So basically we don't spend lunch with Lily and Hanako, so I'm guessing I'm kind of easing into somebody else's path. So I'm not going to Shizune, so that's for sure, because I didn't spend lunch with them. I think there's a decision for that. I'm not sure, but I've already started on one of the books I borrowed yesterday, and it took it with me to school to fill the empty moments between classes. I find the page that I creased a corner of to mark the spot I left yesterday night and pick up from there. I do that. Misha and Shizune are still arguing heatedly, probably about restaurants still. If I join them, I just get caught up in that, or worse, get grilled about joining the student council. Never join the student council. You never leave. Misha isn't speaking aloud since there is nobody who need to hear what they're talking about. But why does she tend to sign things even when Shizune doesn't need to understand what's being said? Or even more strangely, when Shizune is not around at all? What an odd conflict of habits. I find it hard to focus on the book, and besides, this lunch break beckons me to leave the dullness of the classroom. I do so, heading down for the cafeteria. Misha and Shizune, having come to a conclusion of one kind or another, follow in my wake though, still talking in their animated fashion. Just around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a runaway train. Choo-choo! Ouch. Oh, hello. Hey, how's it going? Opening my eyes, I see a pair of saucer like green... Okay, so he describes her. After They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me and it has now fallen down into the hallway. So this is where we meet Emmy. Emmy, the chick with no legs, and now he's looking at the prosthetics. I think that's the prosthetics. Oh man, oh hey, are you right? Okay, I'm sorry about that, really. Twin tails. I wasn't looking where I was okay, so she's looking around, really apologetic. Okay, hurt? I'm pretty sure this is... It's okay, don't worry about it. Ouch. Oh no. I say that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest, and I know that this is about the biggest possible danger for my condition. Don't overexert yourself, don't forget your medication, and most of all, don't get hit in the chest. Well, you did it. I tried to rub my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. Not working out for you. It seems normal. Hey, should I... Okay, so she's... Okay, pausing it. Okay, something happened. I went backwards. I feel a hand on my shoulder at the same time the girl's eyes widen in horror. Oh, I didn't get to click! I didn't click it! I don't have time to look behind me because Shizune is already shoving me aside and stomping over to the girl, signing furiously at her. Miss Ibarazaki? I saw that. Running in the halls is strictly forbidden. Misha translates right on Shizune's tail, but her voice is girlishly playful, not full of the divine fury Shizune's arm movements would seem to call for. Sorry, I was just going to get some stuff and I was in a kind of a hurry. Ooh. You've been told this 1,000 times before. Your reckless behavior endangers other students, and even worse, it's explicitly against the school regulations. My god. The girl blushes and starts to fidget nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute, I find myself smiling. I know that I was just... Oh, she's in trouble. Make sure that this will not happen again, although I'm sure telling you this is futile and only causes me further headache when you choose to ignore the regulations. I got that, Emmy? The small girl sticks her tongue out in response. Ah, I gotta go. Teacher will have my head. I promised to help with printouts, but I went running instead. Sorry, I've gotta change it and everything. Okay. Before Misha and Shizune or I can say anything, she's already bolted from where she was a second ago, almost halfway towards the stairwell. Well, that was fast. Shizune looks like she's about to go nuclear on the spot, so I smile at her in a vain attempt to calm her down. Oh, she's still frustrated. Oh, she's mad. Are you Vacation-chan? That Ibra... can't say the freaking last name. Why is Hanako's and Lily's the easiest? That Ibarazaki. Okay, I'm done with this. It's always like that, causing trouble to others. You know, I'm pretty certain Shizune wouldn't call me Hichan. Never mind. Yeah, anyway, I'm okay. Just got the wind knocked out of me. This is new territory here. That's great, Hichan. God dang it. I wouldn't call that great, but I let it slide this one time. Well, we have to run now. It is an important student council meeting regarding the festival, and we finally decided where to eat. Cake? Cake. I think it's cake. Too bad you can't join, but this lunch meeting is only for council members. We can take you there some other time. Oh, but that'd be like a date, wouldn't it? Well, oh my god, freaking warrior over here. Girls leave for downstairs. I didn't manage to get far from the 3rd floor hallway before all this commotion struck, literally. I should get going as well. Alright. The lunch and afternoon class passed uneventfully. I read most of the book I had started yesterday and eat some of the mostly inedible offerings of the cafeteria. The class is tiresome. The teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is natural genius. Genius! When the final bell, okay. A lot of time left in the day, and I'm left wondering what to do. Okay, this is where we meet Rin, so I'll pause it here until we meet the nurse again. And now we choose yes, and then hallelujah, we're running. Cut me some slack. Choosing it. Okay. Okay, so now we're not gonna take it easy this time. So I guess we can go for it. What am I doing here? Am I really just doing to fold and let Emmy pull ahead? I speed up. The second lap's done quickly and without even considering it If you're not even considering it, I keep going. Emmy looks back over her shoulder at me and grins. Still going? Wouldn't want you to think I'm out of shape. And then she laughs. Ha 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 ha. Emmy laughs without breaking her stride. No, less. And speeds up even more. My god. Well, if this is the way we're going to play the things, I increase my own pace as well. I can feel my lungs burning and my legs are starting to question just what the hell I think I'm doing. Yeah, what are you doing? Lactic acid screams in my muscles, but I close my eyes. Ears. Wait, what? I can't let myself fall behind because of what that would be a loss. The rational voice in my head inquires mildly just when we started playing a game. I'd answer it and I'm having a lot of trouble thinking at present. She's so fast. Why is fast bolded? Oh, it's like a string pulling at my chest, a choking feeling of nervousness and pain. Before I could think of anything else then, oh shit. The track disappears from under my feet. I stumble, one hand shooting down to clutch at my chest, the other hitting the track to keep me from falling on my face. Don't tell me I killed myself. Emmy rolls around and her eyes widen. Hisao. She yells at me, sprinting from the other side of the track. What's wrong? Nothing. Just keep your breathing steady. Calm down. Don't panic. Don't panic. You need me to get the nurse? I close my eyes, shutting out the outside world. My heart struggles to regain its rhythm. Slowly, the pain in my chest begins to subside. It's gone. Soon it's gone like nothing happened. It was nothing? Not something happened there. No, something happened there. I open my eyes again to glance at a very worried Emmy. That's not a worried face. It looks like a freaking I'm gonna murder you face. I think I'm fine. My voice sounds weird even to myself. Even and a matter of fact, it makes Emmy frown. I don't think you are. She seems to come to a decision and nods to herself. Why did I do this? Why? Right, you're coming with me. You've got to see the nurse. Emmy grabs my arm and drags me up. I feel a bit wobbly, but I refuse to shoulder Emmy office for support. Honestly, I'm a little ashamed for my own weaknesses. I'd really rather not have Emmy concerned about me, but it seems to be too late. Heck, I'd really rather not have anyone concerned about my condition, though at this point it seems to be too late for that as well. I like to be able to deal with the whole thing on my own, without being bothered by the stupid without being a bother to anyone else. While I'm wishing for things I'd rather not have this condition in the first place. That's a shame. Nurse. Emmy crashes into his office without knocking, but it doesn't alarm the nurse in the least. Good morning, Sunshine. What's up? I think Brock. Okay, now I'm too late. Sunshine. Anyway, he calmly sips from his coffee mug, but lays it down after following Emmy's gaze to me looming in the doorway. Hisao, what brings you here? We were running and he stumbled over and started grabbing at his chest, and I thought I'd come get you and make him wait. What the fuck? I didn't get to read it! Okay, and make him wait there, but he said he was okay, but then I thought you should see him anyway, and... My god! Wait. Click. Easy there, Emmy, calm down. Hisao, what happened? I don't know. We were running and then my chest started hurting like that time before, but it went away after a few seconds. It was just a flutter or something. The nurse frowns as if to say just a flutter is some kind of oxymoron. I didn't mean quite this when I suggested to get some exercise. You got to be more careful, Hisao. I knew it! Freaking, he's like, oh, I should just stop. I should take it easy. Freaking, stop. Freaking, walk away. I was being careful, but I just... Come to think of it, I just got into a race with a member of the track team. Doesn't seem as well reasoned as I thought it would. You just what? That is... I was racing Emmy. Ooh, Emmy, is this true? Emmy fidgets, looking adorably contrite? Okay, well, finally she can't seem to bring herself to say it out aloud and merely nods. The nurse sighs and rubs at his forehead, one hand tightly. Emmy, you've got to be more sensitive to the limits of others. I don't know if he told you, but Hisao has a bad heart, and getting him to erase was incredibly irresponsible. Or actually, I started it. The nurse is done by my statement. You what? What? We were just running and Emmy started to pull away, and so I sped up to catch her. The nurse stares at the ceiling, mutters a prayer for patience to some god or another, and looks back down at the both of us. So you're both stupid. I like the nurse now. That's a comfort, I guess. No, come on, Hisao. I forgot to make sure your heart's not going to explode or something. That would be pretty weird. I dutifully obey and follow him to the adjacent room where he is certain that I am, in fact, not going to keel over and die. So how does it feel? I don't know, nothing much. Tired, but it might just be from the exercise. You should stay here for a few hours and rest, and we'll see how you feel after that. I am not going to object to so long. I am not going to object, so I lie down on the infirmary bed. A thoroughly miserable Emmy comes in after getting an earful from the nurse in the other room. I couldn't hear what he said though, the closed door, but I'm sure it wasn't pleasantries. Look, I'm really sorry. I should have been more careful. You should have. Hey, you didn't know. It's not your fault. She looks awfully down and sorry, and my reassurance don't do anything much to cheer her up. I want to make it up to you. Oh God. Again with that decisive nod. So you have to come to lunch with me. I'll bring it for you, okay? Something really good. Exclamation point. I start with a you don't have to, but then shut up and just nod at her, and when I see her face. Good. I freaking hate the roof. We meet on the roof. We? Yep, the weather's nice now, so the roof's a great spot for lunch, you know. I see. You'll come, right? No. You wouldn't deny me the chance to make it up to you. Of course not. Great. So you there? Oh, see you there. So you there? God dang, I'm so bad at reading right now. I stay afloat somewhere between sleep and awake, feeling completely drained. Not only my body, but all of me is limp and paralyzed apart from my senses. You could smell, eat, touch, and feel. Congratulations! I swallow with difficulty and then try to lie as still as I can, which, god dang it, which in this state is not a very hard thing to do. The nurse is shuffling around on the other side of the curtains. He drew to give me privacy. I can see his shadow shifting about in the sunlight. Well, that's not creepy. He has opened the window of his office. It's windy outside. The clean white curtains flutter in the breeze in a heavy, lazy motion, like waves. Light sifts through them. Light sifts through them slowly, half absorbing into the fabric. My God, you are it. I close my eyes. The breeze on my face feels like the soft fabric of the curtains. I listen to the sound of my heartbeat for a moment, trying to shut out the sound of the nurse tapping away on his computer and my own heavy breathing. It's steady. Damn it. Damn it. Not even a week and I end up like this again. I really screwed up this time. Should have known better than to play that half-baked sports star in front of a real one. Yeah. And why did I try to act brave like that heart flutter was no big deal, even when it was obvious that it was? My God. It was just a reflex to push it away, to keep it inside. I didn't want it to happen. I didn't want Emmy to see it. Stupid. Success. I have to be more careful or I will end up in the hospital again, or worse. Okay, this is definitely reminding me of the fan fiction I read of Sisterhood, and that was really good. It actually mentioned a lot of the other characters, so like I kind of see where the idea came from, I guess, like from like each path, I'm guessing, but you know, I don't know where the idea came from, but that's what I think, I guess. That's my final thought before I gave it into the tiredness. So I might be reading the Sisterhood just after I completed everything, maybe, or like I don't know. I might do it just for. I might do something with that sisterhood because it's really interesting, and I have to say it's really well detailed. I fell asleep for how long? Oh, I fell asleep for how long? What time is it? 5 in the morning. I'm feeling a little lightheaded and I keep blinking compulsively. Pushing the curtain aside, I squint my eyes against the unfiltered light pouring in from the window. The texture of the canvas feels nothing like the wind did before. I clicked out of the menu. Whoops. The nurse looks up from his work, sitting exactly where he was before. How are you feeling? I can't really tell, so I don't answer anything. I'm feeling kinda groggy from falling asleep at such a weird time. Hopefully I don't look too weird. What time is it? Me croaking the question to gain some orientation. The nurse looking at his wristwatch before answering. Things seem to happen in slow motion. Slow motion. 10:15. I try to think for a moment what that means, but I'm not really sure. You didn't answer my question, Hisao. Oh, fine. Climb down from that bed then and let's see how you are doing. Don't. Whoa, that was trippy. I tried to do exactly that, only to sway dizzily when I moved too fast. The nurse moves to support me by an arm and sighs. Stand up too quickly is what I was going to say. Just sit there, I'll check your pressure to make sure. My good intentions sure lasted for a long time. I shut up, embarrassed with myself, while the nurse gets busy with an old-fashioned contraption in my arm. After a couple of minutes, he puts it away, looking neither pleased nor unhappy. You're alright. Head stopped spinning? Yeah. Good, and how are the contents doing? You didn't show every judgment out there, Hisao. I swallowed the retort I was going to make. It's what I was thinking myself, but hearing it stated by somebody else makes me want to protest. What he's saying is not pleasant to hear. Doesn't make me any less right. No, sir. He nods, still looking as neutral as he was before. It would be easy to be angry at him if he said, I told you so, or something, but he doesn't. I can try and help you to keep your health, but ultimately the last call lies with you. Hopefully this little episode will be something that you'll remind you of what happened. Remind you of that. God dang it, I am so bad at reading. Here, a note for your teacher, to avoid an interrogation. I take this slip of paper he's offering, then make my leave, as I can't think of anything else to say, nor even really want to. Stay out of trouble, you hear me? I don't think it was anything but a scare, but next time could be different. I hear you. There is some way to get to the school building straight from the auxiliary building, but I'm not keen to find out and possibly get lost, so I go out from the exit that I know works. I stop at the stairs of the auxiliary building, deliberating for a moment between going to the dorms to get my books and stuff or going straight away to the class. The sun stings my eyes, so I head towards the dorms. Oh, you're ditching, aren't you? Okay, never mind. The halls are quiet as the courtyard was. Naturally, so since everyone is in class, I knock lightly at the door of 3-3 and push open the door when Mutao calls from the other side. Sorry I'm late. 15 pairs of eyes turn to me. Good morning, Nakai. Mutao seems to be somewhat confounded by my coming in late, as if I interrupted his flow or something. Ew, he has a freaking lazy eye right there. Like, ah. Judging from the rambling lectures his classes tend to be, that might be the case. I pass the note the nurse gave me. Mutao takes it and with a nod and reads it quickly. He lifts his eyebrow and gives me a stern look, but doesn't say anything. Just nods solemnly again. He didn't say what was the note about. He didn't look at the note. I shrug and he gestures at me to run along, so I naturally do. Oh, don't tell me they're gonna ask me questions. The class goes on lazily. I think I'm starting to get into the rhythm of the school. I have even stopped worrying about taking notes and being overtly attentive. The first days I was pretty high-strung in class. Mutao finishes his lecture about electricity early, but continues without a pause about the festival. So as you know, the festival is on the day after tomorrow. I hope everyone's projects are going to be successful this year. Have a good time, but also, come Sunday, please keep the meaning of this festival in your minds. Games and fried food! Everyone burst out in laughter, and so do I. Hahaha. Yes, thank you, Mikado. But what I meant was, oh, okay. Lunch bell, okay, so we go to lunch, and we go see Emmy, so I will pause it here. crap is about to go down. Yeah, okay, so, Mateo, I heard from the school's head nurse that you had an incident the other day. Ah, so it's about that. Well, kind of, but it's not anything to be worried about. Yes, it is. Anything that can endanger your health is something to be worried about. We try our best here to prepare you for your life here. Part of that involves knowing your limits. Oh, wait a second, you've already seen this, never mind. Okay, no, I was wrong. Something tells me that you're not sorry. Pretend as much as you want, but this isn't a normal school. A lot of people here have to put a lot of time, effort, and money to make sure that you and every other student here can have the same level of education as your peers. For you to abuse that by throwing out advice, especially medical advice, is plain selfish. I'm not quite sure if this is actually how he feels, or if it is some act that he's practiced many times to guilt trip students into doing the right thing. Either way, it's working. I understand this is all new to me, and I apologize. I know my limits now, and I'll be sticking to them. Mito appears to be lighten up a little, satisfied that his message has been received. So then, on to my next question. Okay, there we go. I thought he was talking about that. Okay, so we meet Emmy. Yo, Hisao. Who says okay? Spatters of white and green paint adorn her nose and chin respectively, but her smile is wide as it seems it always is. She leans closer to me, amplifying the feeling she is examining me. What you doing? Nothing really. I don't have anything to do for the festival, and everyone else seems to be doing something important. That's perfect. Then you can help me and Rin. With the festival preparations? I'm not sure if I would be much help. That's fine, I'm not much help either. Well, that's okay. Emmy grabs my wrist and starts dragging me back inside the school quite forcefully. Even her walking speed is more like jogging, making me stumble over myself simply trying to keep up. The stairs slow Emmy down a little bit. Maybe it's hard to climb with her legs, or maybe she's finally run out of breath. We go all the way back to the 3rd floor and to the seniors hallway, ending up where I left 5 minutes ago. I could just as well have stayed here waiting for Emmy had I known. So is Rin working on that mural still? That's right, she needs all kinds of paints and brushes and stuff, so I went to get them from the art classroom. And you need me to help with that. Well, Rin told me you had already helped her, so I thought you wouldn't mind. I see. Oh. So thanks to Emmy's flaky logic, here I am again, collecting stuff from the art classroom for other people. The room is empty apart from ourselves and the lonely specks of dust floating in the air. Emmy skips straight away to the back wall, digging out a tiny crumpled piece of paper from her pocket. While she tries to make sense of the scrawled handwriting, I take a closer look at the materials lying around here. Dozens of paint cans and bottles are arranged on the shelves in a most unorganized fashion. Some look like they have been left there for several decades, relics of previous art club generations. Next to the heavy stacks of the neatly piled drawing paper are boxes full of different sized brushes and unsorted crayons. The smells of paint, turpentine, and fresh paper float in the stale air, mixing in my nostrils to form that unmistakable scent of art. Emmy studies her notes, comparing them to markings on the various paint cans, and passes them to me as she finds the correct matches. She stretches her neck to look at the topmost shelf, but it's not quite enough. Her eye level stays below the shelf no matter what she does. Emmy gives up and just looks up to the shelf longingly like a child at the toy store, huffing in annoyance. After a moment of building anger, she starts jumping up and down, apparently trying to speed read the labels during the fraction of a second she can see them, and catch what she can. It's not surprised that she fails miserably and almost manages to bring the entire shelf crashing down. My god, aren't you a destructive one, aren't you? Now I see why my lending a hand here would be useful. Come on, let me do that. You can't jump high enough, and I don't want you to hurt yourself trying. Also, I'm like twice your height. Freaking Hisao, you are not. She turns around, flaring scorn, flushed cheeks and all. Just kidding. Anyway, I'll look up there, okay? She glares at me one more time, but can't come up with a retort. With a grudging humph, turns her back to me. So I begin scrounging around the top shelf of the paint wall below. Emmy crouches to scavenge what she can from the cupboards. Wow, I cannot read. I shake my head a little, after double checking to ensure she can't see me do so. Emmy having a complex about her height was a surprise. I wouldn't have joked about it otherwise. of course, you don't make fun of. Okay, what the heck? She seems easygoing, but I guess everyone has their weak spots. I just cracked my toe. I mean, man. Only after we have almost all the items collected and spread out on a desk like a treasure hunter's spoils do I realize that it wasn't necessarily the height jab that got her riled up. She might not like to be told that she can't do something like jump. But Emmy herself seems to have forgotten all about it already. Quick to anger, quick to forgive. She is that type of person? At least she doesn't seem to have taken anything to heart, as she chatters away happily while we pick up the rest of the items and make our way back to Rin. I chivalrously carry the bulk. I chivalrously, god dang, I chivalrously carry the bulk of the materials we make our way towards the dormitories. Rin is really stressed about getting her painting done. It's her own fault though. She should have started earlier. Is she going to make it? No idea. It looks good to me, but with Rin, you never know what's going on. I found her this morning lying in front of the dorm in a fetal position. She hadn't slept all night. I can't believe that the night nurses hadn't found her. Night nurses? And now she's painting again like crazy. Yeah, I noticed that she comes off as kinda unhinged, so to speak. Emmy giggles at that, as well as my likely to obvious awkwardness. I don't mind it, she's just a little weird sometimes. On that I can't agree with her. Unlike me, Emmy seems to be cool with Rin's whatever it is that feels so off about her. Still, they don't feel close like Misha and Shizune do. Oh, Shizune do. That sounded really weird. With them working as a single entity, sometimes it's hard to say where one ends and other begins. Even though they're so different, just like Emmy and Rin are. And Rin is the most different of them all, different from anyone else I've met. Yeah, I guess she's a very unique person. I return to that word again, as if it encompasses Rin's personality by itself, but really it's just a substitute for a lengthy description for oddities. Emmy giggles as I grasp for a properly descriptive word. She's just weird. You know, earlier she just spent half an hour sitting on her box and stared at her toes. She giggles again in a way that makes me think she doesn't know what's funny about it. It just is. All that time. The working area is a mess, but the mural itself has taken over even more of the walls since I last saw it. The disfigured human features that have been mostly colored in tones of red, pink, and orange. Weird imagery, things populating the spaces between. It looks nice. I can't think of any word that would describe the work concisely and comprehensively, so I settled myself at a nondescript nice. But honestly, it seems that the area around the wall becomes untidier at the same rate as the mural progresses. The ground is littered with dozens of paint cans, various art supplies, and empty soda bottles. How does she drink? Rin herself is in the center of this chaos, standing there looking like very cozy, as if she was a natural part of the scene. Her pant legs have been rolled up to her knees, exposing her thin legs, which sport her drying spectrum of war paintings, similar to those on Emmy's face. Emmy sprints to Rin ahead of me and gleefully jumps in front of her. I'm back! That was fast. Did you run in the corridors again? Corridors again. Hisao helped me. Emmy points victoriously at me. Rin turns around, following Emmy's finger with her eyes, looking at my general direction. She nods absent-mindedly at me. She looks like she hasn't slept since last night. A vacant, glazed stare that's focused slightly off me, and movements like in slow-motion movie. Hello, Hisao. Thank you for the help. Don't mention it. Yay, I just did. Never mind. Looks like you've made progress, looking good as far as I can tell. But now you get more bad luck. I know, but I'm willing to take the risk. That's a very nice thing to say. For me, of course, not for you. This is why artists are always unlucky. They have to constantly look at their unfinished paintings. So artists can't find romance, their favorite TV shows are cancelled, or they die young because of an unspecified disease. It's a deep and mysterious law of the universe. My god. Unless they are blind. Lily. She considers this for a while, looking like she's going to fall asleep. There is a boy at the art club, you see. Blind boy, so he doesn't see. You already told me. I glance sideways at Emmy and she glances back in a way that tells she has heard this one before too. Neither of us says anything to Rin though, so she continues her monotone soliloquy like an unfunny stand-up comedian. He should become an artist. No bad luck, guaranteed. Don't you think that would be a good idea? That only blind people should become artists? No, not as much. Not as such. You might have a point. Abandoning this train of thought, she turns again to consider her work and starts humming a tune that I think I recognize, but can't remember the name of. Emmy arranges the supplies we bought and moves a few paint cans around, trying to bring some organization to the scene. Emmy, I need the Prussian blue paint. Which one's Prussian blue? She's staring helplessly at 7 or 8 cans with a different tone of blue. It's the one with Prussian blue paint in it. Jeez, Rin, you're not helping at all. Jeez, Rin, you're not that very descriptive. I look around as well, even though I don't know what Prussian blue looks like either. I wonder what blue has to do with Prussia. Or what Prussia even is. The name sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't place it. It's history. You're bad at history. Shame on you. While none of the blues looks more Prussian than the others, the small print on the labels is legible enough to determine that none say anything about the content being Prussian. There's no Prussian blue here. We need to get more. We need to go get it. Go get more then. God, I opened my mouth to say that actually we're not both needed for such a simple task like finding another pot of Prussian blue. But Amy's already grabbed my arm and started dragging me off. I waved to Rin, who doesn't seem to have noticed that the two of us are even leaving. My god, how long is this scene? Well, she'll notice when she goes for her Prussian blue and finds that out it's still not there. Maybe. What? That was a pointless text box again! Pointless text box again! Probably not actually. While I'm busy thinking of how weird Rin is, Emmy's been dragging me back to the art classroom. I feel myself starting to run out of breath. What's the rush? Huh? Emmy's giving me an appraising look as if she's trying to figure out something out. It's just that you seem to be in a hurry. I'm not sure I can keep up. Comprehension dawns on her face. You're not out of breath, are you? There's almost an accusing playfulness in her tone. I'm tempted to deny, but then I realize that I've been breathing heavy since we stopped. Guess it's kind of obvious. A little. Not everybody can be in shape, you know. Takes all kinds, right? Emmy frowns. It's not a particular good frown. That is, I should get in shape. Not that I hadn't already decided to try that. After that flutter on the track, I figured there's a real need to get in some sort of running habit. I was, after all, feeling pretty good until I had my false alarm. Well, actually I wasn't, but it was fun. Meanwhile, my comment seems to have helped Emmy come to some sort of decision. Well, that's it then. She gives me a serious look. You're joining me. What? I beg your pardon? In the mornings. You and I are now running partners. I've got a routine all planned out, in fact. She produces a crumpled sheet of paper. I've got it right here with me. My god! I take the sheet of paper and give it at a once over. Times, dates, and laps all laid out. A slow increase for just a few laps a day too. My god! Does she expect to have me running marathons? And where did she find the time to get this all together? And how long has she been planning this anyway? You've been planning this? A little. But it's really the nurse's idea. He told me to keep an eye on you to make sure you exercise like he told you to. A vast conspiracy? Conspiracy. Maybe Kenji's on to something here. This seems a bit much for just keeping an eye on me. Well, to be honest, I've been trying to find a running partner in the mornings for a while now. My god! Kenji! Oh my god, look at me, he was true. If you could only see the scheme unfolding! What do you need a partner for anyway? It's easier to keep up a workout if you're not the only one doing it. Isn't that obvious? You're less likely to quit if someone else is counting on you to be there, right? I see. And this won't only keep you running, but it will make sure that I keep running as well. Meaning that I'll be obeying the nurse, And I'll be keeping an eye on you, just like he's asked. God dang, I can't read. You caught on quick, Hisao. And if I refuse? I have no intention of refusing, of course, but I've got to at least put up a token of resistance to such a masterfully executed plan. Well, if you refuse, I'd have to pout. And you'd have to live with being the guy who made Emi screw it, pout. You don't want that on your conscience, do you? And as if to demonstrate, Emmy begins pouting. And it is the most adorable, heart-wrenching thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, this is definitely reminding me of Hanako's past now. God dang it. I don't like her. I don't like Emmy. My god. Okay, I'll do it. Jeez. Just don't do that. I feel like I just hit a puppy. You did. You definitely hit a landmine. So it's settled, right? You're going to be my running partner. Follow the workout and the dietary plan. Diet plan. Yeah, the diet plan. Screw dietary. It's diet. You've got to eat healthy if you're going to get in shape, you know. I examined the workout routine closely. I don't see a diet plan on here. Oh yeah, I forgot to give that to you. Another crumpled sheet of paper is produced and handed over. It's somewhat less detailed. I had the nurse help me come up with it. The amount of dedication that the nurse has to keeping me in good health is pretty overwhelming. I don't know any school nurses who would get one of the students to spy on me, much less help come up with a diet plan. Then again, I guess I'm not in a normal school. You're not. Freaking the teacher told you, and maybe that's not such a bad thing. Then again, this diet plan seems to cut out just about everything that'll be offered at the festival tomorrow. So when does our running start? After the festival. Right after? What if I've had something to eat there? I could get a stomachache, you know. I meant the day after the festival. You're stupid. I knew that. You knew it. I knew it. Everybody knew it. Wasn't there something we were supposed to be doing? Oh, I guess we should get that paint for in, huh? Oh no, it slipped my mind. Oh no! Still no progress. By the time we get the paint and get back to the mural, Rin's already wandered off. Oh well. Emmy and I both decide to part ways there, leaving the paint on the ground. Rin will find it whenever she comes back anyway. Festival's tomorrow. I'm actually a little excited for it. At the same time, the weeks left me feeling pretty tired, so I read a little and then go to bed. Loading screen. First time for a loading screen. I'm being dead serious. What's going on? Oh, okay. The next day I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Sleeping late is fine since it's a Sunday and there are no classes. Not just a Sunday though, but the festival as well. From my window I can already see. Okay, we ready seen this? Ready? This is new. I just realized this is new right here. There's a freaking hot dog right there. I push the thoughts aside, concentrating on the pangs of hunger that burn my guts like a wildfire. The scent of something fried leads me to the promised land where I can get some lunch. I'm just getting my order and then a loud voice interrupts me. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Having lunch. Breakfast? You mean you just got up? Suddenly sleeping all morning feels like a crime. No, I meant lunch, honest. She's not buying it. Brunch? That's not a healthy breakfast at all. She snatches my food out of my hand and glares at me. What the hell is this girl doing? Hey, that's my breakfast. Oh my god, you screwed up. What happened to it being your lunch? That's my, whatever, it's my food. Amy places her hands on her hips and begins lecturing me. Did you really forget your diet plan already? You need to be more conscious of your health, Hisao. What about your heart? My heart's fine the way it is, mostly. All I get in response is a roll of the eyes. I doubt that. I wouldn't be here if that was the case, would you? The girl's got a point, of course, but I'm not about to concede it. It's not that bad of a heart. Certainly, it can handle a little grease now and again. Yeah, sure, and it handled a little running just fine too. She seems unconvinced. Not surprising, as I haven't even managed to convince myself. Maybe, but not, if you're sleeping the day away all the time. A devious look suddenly crosses her face. Of course, if you'd been following the routine from the beginning, you wouldn't be in this situation. Hey, I've had a pretty eventful week, you know. First week, for example, I almost died, and there was a lot of meeting people, and then I was on a roof for a while, which is no excuse for slacking off, you know. A little near-death experience is no excuse for skipping basic exercise, like running in the mornings. She nods as if something important has just been decided. So it's settled then. You've seen the error of your ways and you are willing to adhere to my routine, right? I will see you bright and early in the morning. We'll be running buddies. You know, you really convinced me yesterday that this was a good idea. You don't need to convince me again. I think you have short-term memory loss. Not that I did a good job of being convinced. She's right about eating healthy after all, and here I'm ordering up something grossly unhealthy. You're gonna be a healthy person, but delicious! There are more important things than deliciousness, aren't there? Like staying alive? If Emmy weren't here browbeating me for my poor decisions, I'd probably... Hey, wait a second. A sudden question springs to my mind. Hey, why the hell have you taken such an interest in me, in my well-being? Emmy shrugs and grins at me. You're the new guy. I figure you don't have any friends yet, right? I have a friend! I have a friend! Screw that! Besides, I've caused you trouble all week, right? I owe you for not getting angry. And I told the nurse I would anyway. Crazy little running girl wants to make me healthy. Well, I suppose there are worse fates. Okay, that sounds fine. Thanks for your concern. Tomorrow morning then? I figured that ends the conversation, so I turned to leave. Not so fast. I feel a hand on my collar in a second. I've been yanked backwards. Hey, no need to be so rough. What do you want now? Emmy looks almost wounded by my annoyed question. I thought you could use the company. Her eyes narrowed. Besides, you were just going to try sneaking some more of that fried crap, weren't you? Well, I wasn't going to, but now that she mentioned it, it would have been a really good idea. Oh wow, scumbag as hell. I was not. I didn't do it. Another glare. Okay, maybe I was going to get a little. The glare continues a lot. But I do it! I do it! Jesus, I am in danger to myself and others, aren't I? I get done agreeing that I need to be healthier and then immediately start considering the next unhealthy habit that comes my way. I knew it! You can't be trusted! No! Oh no, now I definitely have to stick with you. This whole situation feels silly. I can only imagine that passerby think of the sight of me being lectured by a tiny girl half my size. Maybe I should just give up for now. Fine, do what you like. I sigh. Might as well make the best of this. What do you want to do? Emmy thinks for a minute. Well, I promised Rin I'd stop by her mural, so let's do that. I confess I'm slightly curious as to how her mural turned out myself, so again, I consider there are worse fates. I give a nod of assent and find myself almost dragged bodily through the crowd as Emmy races to our destination. By the time we reach the dorms, I can feel my heart pounding. My heart shouldn't be pounding after just that. I just take a few deep breaths, willing myself to calm down. I'm one of the most normal looking people in the school, but I still have to be here. Sometimes I almost wish I'd lost a hand or something. Oh, that's messed up. Freaking, never mind. At least then I'd be obvious that I belong, but instead I don't even look sick. Even now, trying to catch my breath, I just look out of shape. Freaking, what about Hanako, man? Stop making stupid references. Emmy looks back and notices my state of distress. You're not going to die on me, are you? Please don't. It'll be all my fault and I don't want to deal with that kind of guilt. Murderer. Murderer. Besides, after the last time, I really don't think I need to see that again. Especially because the nurse will totally say it's all my fault. No, I'm fine. Guess I need to start running after all. And you wanted to keep eating your greasy whatever it is. See, it's a good thing I found you, right? Yes, it was. Maybe. Of course, I don't add that I wouldn't be in this state if she hadn't dragged me across the festival grounds. Further conversation is interrupted by the sudden appearance of Rin. Oh, it's you. Hello, Emmy. Hey, Rin, I brought Hisao along just because he was going to give himself a heart attack. I was not. Didn't do it. I don't consent to searches. The objection goes unnoticed. We stopped to see how the mural turned out. Rin nods slowly. Well, it's right there. You can see it pretty clearly. I find myself wondering how long Rin's been standing here in front of the mural. Has anyone ever stopped by to look at it? Are we the first ones? Obviously, we're not the first to see it, of course. I mean, it's pretty big. You'd be hard-pressed not to see it, unless you're blind. But at the same time, I don't think anyone's actually talked to Rin about it. Anyone but us, that is. I feel compelled to say something. It looks pretty good. I'm still not happy with how it turned out, but I guess it'll do. She seems almost resigned to it. I'm not sure what she expected as a result, but I guess she didn't quite get there. Whoops! We stand in front of the mural, taking it all in. Is that really a mural? I try my best to concentrate on the composition of the thing. It's actually fairly interesting.